on this? Okay, well, welcome to Summer Essentials. We're just going to get started right away. I'm going to share my screen with you. And one moment while I remember how to do this. How do I make it big, Jan?
Oh, you hit something over here.
Start from beginning. Okay.
There you go.
So I really wanted to share with you guys because I have been oiling actually so much. You know, we go through like little ebbs and flows where it's just like you do your normal oiling things, and then sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make this blend, I'm gonna make this blend, this is gonna help with that. That's where I've been at. But I've been in a little bit of a social hibernation. Anybody else? So I decided to come out of that and share some of these little tips and tricks with you.
Mhm.
So first off, I just wanted to start with a video, and I'm hoping that this works, but we'll see. I don't know how to do I wanted to share a video on lemongrass, but I don't think it's going to do it. So I guess I'm going to skip this, but I want you guys to know I'll have to figure out how to do this in the future so that it's effective, because it's such a beautiful video of a woman and her two boys who harvest lemongrass, and they sell that to doTERRA, and doTERRA does all the testing, and it ends up in our bottles. And lemongrass is a big oil for us to have in the summertime, which I will share with you. But it's just so, it always blows my mind, this company and their impact that they have on both sides of the bottle. So what I'll do is I'm going to share this video in our event. That way you guys can check this out. It's only 2.5 minutes, so I'm bummed that it's not working, but I wonder if, yeah, no, it's not going to work. So I know we did have somebody who signed up for this class and can have the recording. No, it's not going forward. And she is new. So I did want to share with you guys. I'm going to take this slide out so that it's not hindering me here. Share with you guys very quickly about essential oils. And if you're attending this class, if you already don't know, you probably have an idea that essential oils might, maybe, could possibly help you, right? You're kind of open to the idea, and you're so right on. Our bodies definitely know how to utilize plants because plants are carbon-based and we're carbon-based. And so we're able to really utilize the medicinal effects of the plants. And what you can see here is a peppermint leaf magnified. You can see the oil sacs. That's where it's coming from, is the oil sacs on the plants. And like I said, they're effective because they speak our language, and they can also get inside the cell, which is very different than we're used to. So it could really have a broad effect on our overall wellness. So that's just very quick. They're super potent. 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. Peppermint tea is great for digestive support, and it's calming too. But peppermint has a plethora of amazing benefits, and it's super cheap per drop. These essential oils can last you a long time, or you can diffuse a ton of them every day and you'll go through the bottles a little bit quicker. But you're still going to get so many benefits however you use them. And how do we use them? We use them aromatically. You can diffuse them in a diffuser, which is something I highly recommend, especially in the summertime, especially if you're trying to, an example, ward off bugs, mosquitoes, if you live in Minnesota. You can grab a battery operated, a rechargeable diffuser, put it on your porch, put it on your deck, have an awesome bug repellent blend, and there you go, right? But also you can utilize it as in your hands. Like just take an example here. I have my adaptive, which is something that I have in my purse all the time. I just put it in my hand like this, la la, and I smell it. That's it. And then you're going to get those effects because it goes directly to your brain. Our sense of smell goes straight to the brain. And well, actually, you can see it right there. So you're going to get those benefits. And it also helps to clean the air. And our air inside our homes is super polluted because of so many different things like fragrance and toxic cleaners. And these are all things you can take little baby steps with in doing a ditch and switch. Ditch the toxic and come switch that out for something that's plant powered and incredibly effective in cleansing whatever, cleansing your air, cleansing your surfaces. Okay. So then topical, you can utilize it directly on, like if you have a pain spot, like if you throw out your back gardening, then you can utilize an example, Deep Blue, which is pictured here. That's our pain blend, right? It's for pain, it's for discomfort. And for kiddos, you can apply directly to the bottom of the feet for pretty much anything. I mean, and you can do that for yourself too, but like you could put Digest Zen, which is our digestive blend, on the bottoms of the feet. And then that's going to spread throughout your kiddo's body, throughout their cells, and they're going to receive benefit from that in the right place. These oils know exactly where to go in your body. But for me, with Digest Zen, if I'm having any tummy troubles, I just rub it right on my stomach, and the benefits are very quick for me, which I love. And I've heard that they're very quick for many, many people. And that's why doTERRA has millions and millions of customers. All right, so that's topical. And then internal, you can, with doTERRA only, utilize these oils internally. And you're going to know whether or not you can utilize it internally by looking at the bottle. I don't have a regular bottle, I only have rollers. The bottle will say supplement facts. And if it says supplement facts, that means you can utilize it internally. If it says ingredients, then it is not for internal use. So that's an easy way to figure. You can put oils in your water bottle. You can utilize it. They show the toothpaste. We have a mouthwash that's incredible. And then also you can utilize them in cooking. You can make peppermint brownies. So good. I utilize them in cooking all the time. I made mustard sauce for some chicken 2 nights ago. I popped a drop of thyme in there. I love to have my herbaceous oils in the kitchen. And I'll do a cooking class another time and share some tips and tricks with that. But that's kind of your basics about essential oils. And I wanted to let you know that for any of the newbies that are going to get this recording. Also, why doTERRA? I could go on and on and on about this, and so I didn't want to. I want you to go ahead and look this link up for yourself. This QR code, just hold your phone like you're going to take a picture, and your QR code will bring you to sourcetoyou.com. Take a screenshot of this. This is one of my lemon bottles from my kitchen, and the quality ID is on the bottom of it. And you can put the quality ID in at the top of that sourcetoyou.com page, and you're going to be able to see third-party test results for that bottle of oil, because that's how doTERRA does it, right? Completely transparent with what they're putting in the bottle and everything else, how they're working with their partners and their co-impact sourcing. And they're very, very open about all of this and the ingredients that they're putting in their different personal care products. Quality matters, ingredients matter, and impact matters. And this company is just hitting all the marks. And they have for, I mean, how long have I been with doTERRA now? I started as a customer, I think it was 2013. So that's a long time. 9 years. It's a long time, but I love it. And I've always loved them. And when I first started with them, actually beforehand, I called 3 other essential oil companies and asked them about their oils. And doTERRA is the one that I went with. So there you go. So now on to summer oiling. Thing you need to know. Photosensitive essential oils. Now this is in your ebook as well. You feel free to take a screenshot if you want to, but this is in your ebook. So there are just different essential oils that you will want to avoid using topically if you're going to be exposed to the sun. So these would be the citrus oils. Okay. Bergamot, actually, I didn't even know cumin, but you see the rest of those on top are the citrus oils. And then the blends are blends that have citrus oils in them. I want you to know that this doesn't have to be anything that's like, oh my gosh, oh, it's scary. It's not like that. You would burn more easily if you do use a citrus on your skin and you're exposed to the sun. But an example for me, it doesn't affect me. So you just kind of play around with it and see how it affects you, because every person is different. And then you learn what you need to avoid. Okay. All right. So that being said, I will have you take a screenshot of this. If you want a lovely pure fume, like a really nice aroma to wear throughout the summer, that's not going to be photosensitive, because like an example, Beautiful, that is a really lovely pure fume, and I love it and I can use it. But an example, my sister-in-law cannot in the summer because she burns. There's bergamot in this, I believe. And so, yeah. So this blend has green mandarin, because citrus is so yummy in a pure fume, right? But green mandarin is not photosensitive. So you don't have to worry about that exposure to the sun. So this is a great, great option for the summer. Now, here are some things that I have been doing. Mosquitoes, ticks, fleas, for my dogs, they're actually the reason that I really started digging into essential oils more, was because I was putting Frontline on them and then found out that ticks in our region are immune to Frontline. So I had to use a more high power version of that. And really what it was putting chemicals on my dogs, and it didn't feel good to me. So I started looking up natural options, and lo and behold, all the natural options for flea and tick had essential oils as the main ingredients. So I was like, hey, I'm a doTERRA customer. At the time, I wasn't a wellness advocate yet. So I was like, I'll just put something together. And I had utilized my trusty Essential Life book and found some bug repellent oils. So these are the ones that I started with. Now, I will say, make sure you add peppermint as well. Peppermint and lemongrass are actually the two that you want to make sure. So on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see the basic recipe. I start with a 30 ml dropper or spray bottle. Now what I do, honestly, you guys, I used to use a dropper, which was pictured here, but now doTERRA has a 30 ml spray bottle of TerraShield. So what I do is I buy that and then I split it. I've gone through so many bottles of those, so I just split it with my old bottle. And you can actually buy empty 30 ml bottles just from doTERRA as well. So you could do that if you want. But I TerraShield. And then I use a very high power version of this. And I'm going to be honest, it's because I'm like Howard Hughes when it comes to ticks. And they happen to be super bad this season. We have an RV and we went on a little RV trip, and we experienced 8 ticks on that trip. Very fun. 2 of them crawled out of my hair. It's great. So I don't like them at all. I lose my mind. And at the time, we were only using straight up TerraShield. I hadn't made my special mix yet, because you go through winter and you forget about the ticks, right? But now, right when we got home, I made my special mix. We haven't had any problems with ticks since then, thankfully. But I do make a very high power version of it. So I do a half, 15 milliliters of TerraShield in a 30 ml dropper, and then I do 50 to 60 drops of each of these oils. So I do peppermint and lemongrass for sure, and then I just kind of grab whatever else I have on hand as far as what will repel bugs. So arborvitae is great. Arborvitae is already in TerraShield, but it doesn't hurt at all to add more, because that is great for ticks in particular. Clove, cedarwood, lavender, lemon, eucalyptus, citronella. And then the lavender, you guys, is one that I like to use. It is an herbaceous oil and it does repel. But I like to use it because this isn't my favorite smell. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not a huge fan of lemon, eucalyptus, or citronella, but they're great for repelling mosquitoes, right? So I want to utilize them. But what I do is I add that lavender in until I like the smell, because it really helps to kind of bring all of these aromas together for me. So that's a good tip with the lavender. And then if you're not putting it on dogs, you can utilize tea tree and purify in this as well. Both are super good bug repellents. If you do have dogs, you don't want to put those on there because tea tree is definitely one to avoid for dogs, just kind of overall in general. It doesn't affect all dogs the same, but I avoid it. I would recommend that you avoid it. And tea tree is also in purify. So there is your flea and tick and mosquito blend. All right, then you get bit by a mosquito. What are you gonna do? I actually just found this blend, and I'm kind of excited about it. So I have this as a giveaway. It smells super yummy, and I don't have any bug bites yet to try it on, but I know that that'll be really good on it. My normal bug bite blend was always peppermint, lavender, and tea tree. So here you got peppermint, lavender, copaiba, and purify, and that's going to be really soothing for the skin, especially with the copaiba in there. So we'll be giving this away later to those of you on live, and then you can see my old recipe for itch, peppermint, lavender, and tea tree. I always do 10 drops. That seems to work really well for me. When I'm using 3 oils, about 30 drops of essential oil, and then just fill that 10 ml bottle, rollerball bottle with fractionated coconut oil. Also, if you're in a pinch and you already have your allergy rollerball blend, the peppermint, lavender, and lemon, that's also super effective for bug bites as well. Or maybe you just have tea tree. Like, just use what you've got on hand first, and then you can always add to it, So I had some tea tree in Noelle's diaper bag. I call it her diaper bag still. She's out of diapers. And she was super itchy. We put it on and she was fine. It works super well. So it's just nice to know that you can grab whatever. If it makes sense, just try it. Give it a go. You could try Correctex, and that would probably do the trick as well. I mean, it would. It's got all kinds of super healing, soothing oils in it as well. So lots of really good options, and you just start to really find your intuition with the oils the more you use them. And then down here, I love that it mentions using Purify on bee stings. I actually got stung by a black wasp 2 summers ago, and I definitely used Purify a lot. And it was definitely helpful. And that sucker was itchy too. So then I put more Purify, and then I also used a bug bite blend. All right, so sun stuff. Keeping it cool spray, that's a cinch. They said 15 drops of peppermint, totally not enough for me. I need more peppermint than that. I would put at least 30. I would probably put 60. I like it to be really cooling. Okay, so if you're a little more sensitive skin, just start with 15, obviously, because if that does the trick for you, then that's a more affordable cooling spray. I like to use more, and it feels so good when I'm playing a gig. The spot to put it is definitely like lower back. Put it at the nape of your neck and your inner thighs, because it just feels really nice when there's a breeze to have it on your inner thighs. That's a good trick, I'm telling you. So great thing to have on hand. Put that in your purse, put that in your, going to the beach bag. And then after sun spray, that's just a really good option for you. I believe these were in your ebook as well. You can take screenshots if you want, but these are also in the ebook. All right, now doTERRA Sun. They were holding up. This was supposed to be released at the beginning of June, which is already, I realize, kind of tough timing since we already want our sunblock right away, but they're doing the best they can. And they were just having some supply chain issues, as so many companies are. So they pushed it to July 1st. We're not going to have the after sun spray yet on July 1st. Unless you attended leadership, then you could buy this whole pack and they'll include the after sun spray. But for our general customers, the after sun spray is not going to be available. I don't know that there's actually a time on that. So I will let you know when we know when it will be available. But the body spray, the stick, and then the lotion, I am stoked for this. I'm trying to utilize all the little bits left of my sunblock so I can hold out until July 1st and get this. It's non-nano. It's not going to get into your cells and add to your toxic load. That's the non-nano. Nanoparticles. You want to avoid those because you just get a toxic load buildup with that. And when we're wearing so much sunscreen throughout the summer, it really builds up quickly. Zinc oxide, so it's a mineral sunblock, vegan friendly, reef safe. It's 30 to 40 SPF and it's water resistant. I mean, like, you can't go wrong with this. So good. Very low on the EWG. I can't remember the exact number, which I can share with you guys as we're getting closer and closer to the release. I'll be definitely sharing more and more about this, but I'm stoked. And I love having a stick sunblock, especially for my daughter's face. So really excited about this. Love it. Then Detangler. So we're going to go into hair. This is something that I've been utilizing for Noelle. She's been taking swimming lessons and she's just like outside playing hard and it's hot and her hair is getting all sorts of snarly. So this leave-in conditioner from doTERRA, if you have not tried this yet, I highly recommend, especially if you need that extra support with conditioning your hair. It's super light. It doesn't make her hair greasy at all. And it smells amazing and it works. Super, again, it's very low on the EWG. I just love it. It's so helpful for me, especially with that chlorine hair. So highly recommend utilizing that. And then I've personally been loving the shampoo and conditioner. I'm using the new shampoo and conditioner. The old shampoo and conditioner is sticking around as well, for another half of a year or maybe a full year. I can't remember actually, but we have two different options for shampoo and conditioner. I'm a fan of the new personally. And I actually have been utilizing that for my 5-year-old daughter as well. And it's so nice to have her with nice smooth hair. Okay, so then we've got the dry shampoo. And this is something that I utilize all year round, but in the summer, my hair gets greasy faster because I'm sweating more. So this is very helpful for me. And this is not the exact recipe. I grabbed this graphic because it's great to just have this ready to go. For you guys, I personally just love to have Douglas fir and spearmint. Those are the two that I use in my dry shampoo. You have to write that down. I didn't put that anywhere, but Douglas fir and spearmint, that combo is actually, it's a great diffuser combo. And I love it in my dry shampoo. I just mix in the drops and that's how you do it. It's that simple. For arrow, you do arrowroot powder and then you just add cocoa powder until it matches the color of your hair. Here's another tip. Do you guys ever use for makeup a setting powder, like a setting or a setting spray even? I was using Beauty Counters, which is like $47. And I was out and I'm thinking, oh gosh, I gotta spend another $47 on this setting powder. But it helps my face not look greasy, which I like, after I put my makeup on. And I looked at the ingredients, which I knew were good. Like I knew it checked out. But the ingredients, the main ingredient is arrowroot powder and then silica. And I think there's like 1 or 2 other ingredients in their setting powder. And it's like kind of preservative stuff. So I just started using arrowroot powder instead and it works like a charm. So there you go. You guys, for a setting spray or a makeup setting powder, just use arrowroot powder. It's way cheaper and natural. Okay, so here, this is something you need to take a screenshot of. I've also shared it in our group, but such an amazing blend. And I've heard this from many different people. I made myself, did I bring it down? I made myself something similar to that. But I was just upstairs and my scalp was so itchy. So this is another thing that I started utilizing 2 weeks ago. And so for mine so far, I have tea tree, cedarwood, rosemary, and lavender. And I'm just going to start adding in these other oils as well. Because it's been so soothing to my scalp. I don't know why my scalp was getting so itchy. And I was, I don't know why. I think it's because my hair got so long. You guys, my hair is getting longer and long hair's hard. So what I would do is I would put frankincense, lavender, and or tea tree in my conditioner, and then I would just let my conditioner sit on my scalp, and that was helpful. But now what I've been doing is utilizing this, and it's like a mini version of this Zimmer Healthy Head hairspray. But I just kind of, I'll take a comb or I'll just go like this to my hair and then spray it along the scalp. Do it again, especially in the itchy spots. Do it right here, you know, on those right by the temples. And then at the nape of the neck, I was getting super itchy, like just in the back. I do that after I'm out of the bath or the shower. And then I do it at night too. Essential oils are not greasy. They're not going to add grease to your hair. Now, if you put fractionated coconut oil in it, that would be a problem for you. You're going to have super greasy hair. I mean, it's not going to be bad for your hair. It'll actually be really good for your hair. So if you want like a little bit of a hair mask, totally, you could totally do these oils in a coconut oil, and then get it out best you can the next day. But when you're just using essential oils with water, it's not going to make your hair greasy at all. And it hasn't made my hair greasy. And it's just really helped. I haven't had itch. And I was getting like stabs on my scalp because I was itching so much, you know, and I don't have that. It's really lovely. And it's only been like 2 weeks for me. So I'm going to just continue doing that. And I'll be adding in some other oils as well. Yeah, I had rosemary in mine too. I don't know if I said that, but rosemary is great for hair growth, right? So I'm going to move to the next one and talk about that. So if you're wanting to help your eyelashes, this isn't very summary, but it's something that I have started using for my eyebrows, not for my eyelashes. I'm happy with my eyelashes, luckily, but you can just make a rollerball bottle and use these two oils, rosemary and lavender. Both are great for stimulating hair growth. And then you roll it in the palm of the hand and use a little liner brush and put that right by the line of your eyelashes. And that's going to help stimulate eyelash growth. What I do for my eyebrows, which I don't have a slide for, so you're going to have to write this down if you're interested. I have started to utilize rosemary and Jamaican black castor oil. So I'll make a post about that too, because it's pretty specific, but Jamaican black castor oil is great for stimulating hair growth. Super thick. It's a super thick carrier oil. So I do it at night and I just do rosemary. I go like that with my bottle, rosemary, and then the castor oil. So I'm working to grow these these eyebrows out. So I'll do a before and after post. I don't know, after like 4 weeks or 8 weeks or whenever they grow. Okay. Then summertime. I feel like I'm always smelly, but people are always like, you're the only one that thinks you're smelly. But I don't know. So summertime's definitely worse, obviously. The sweating. So this is one that I've talked about a lot, and I'm just literally showing you this same bottle, the Dio for my BO. And I love the combination of geranium, purify, and patchouli. That's my smell. I mean, like usually if people come up to me like, oh, you smell good, I'm like, oh, I don't know what it is. It's probably that, because I reapply it if I'm on a show or if it's the middle of the day and I think I stink, I'll just reapply it. But milk of magnesia is fantastic. It's super helpful for making you not smell. And then the oils add a nice smell on top. You really actually don't even need the oils, but I mean, don't you want some? It's nice to have something that smells, you know? So I really love that combo, but you could do whatever you want. You could do lavender. I wouldn't do any citrus, or I would, you know, like I wouldn't do any herbaceous hot oils, but anything that's a soothing oil was going to be great for your BO. You know, obviously, you know, cypress, Siberian fir, black spruce. Black spruce would be really good. I should figure out a black spruce version because that would be really good if you like a more woodsy smell for your deodorant. And speaking of deodorant, this is another ditch and switch, right? So doTERRA has a deodorant and it works really well for most people. Doesn't work for me. I still smell. I definitely have BO and I'm using that one, but it does work for so many people. and it's aluminum, paraben, phthalate, and talc free. So many deodorants out there are not. You don't want them by your tatas. You don't want those by your exquisite breasts. I'm telling you, that aluminum, those heavy metals, and then also on top of that, the synthetic fragrance, and you're putting it right there, right there. So that is an easy ditch and switch. Try doTERRA's deodorant if you don't want to do a DIY first. See if that works for you. If it doesn't, do the Milk of Magnesia, baby. And that's a 30 ml rollerball bottle. So it's bigger than the 10. Okay. I've been using that for 6 years now, actually. No, 5 years. Yeah. Love it. All right. So now I want to get into some things that we've been doing. This, again, this isn't summary, but it's just something that I've been doing in my oiling life, and I want to share with you guys. My daughter has been taking swim lessons, and she doesn't like to dunk. And I was like, I don't even see the point of us doing swim lessons if she's not going to dunk. So I talked to her about it, and I just said, listen, we're going to put a pause on swim lessons unless you decide you want to dunk, just because there's nowhere else for us to go with this. And it costs $100 a month. So if you're not going to dunk, we can work on the skills just when we go to the pool. And she goes, well, I want to do it, but I'm just scared. So I looked up kid affirmations for courage. And these are what I found that really stuck with us. So when we go to her swim lessons, I give her her Brave, which has been an oil that she has always loved. Since she was a little baby, she's really loved it. She used to ask for water and Brave when she was going to bed if she was having some scary thoughts, like about monsters or whatever. And I love this, that it shares with you the description here, that the amorous is grounding, it soothes nervous feelings. Wild orange is uplifting. Obviously, we know how uplifting it is. Calms worrisome thoughts. Cinnamon is reassuring and encouraging at times of fear, and osmanthus encourages a positive outlook. It's such a lovely blend, and it smells so yummy. So I have her put it on her hands, smell of it, put it on the back of her neck, and then I share her affirmations, and then she repeats them. So I am strong. I am strong. I am brave. And the big one for her is I can do scary things that are safe for my body, because she's there in the pool with a coach who is going to make sure she's safe. So that was an important one for us to focus on, is the fact that she is safe. So that has been so helpful for us the past 3 weeks. And she dunked 2 of the 3. She got a new teacher, and the new teacher, she convinced the new teacher that she wasn't going to dunk. So we'll see about next week. For me, I actually really love, of course, Adaptive. And when I'm feeling stressed, when I'm feeling anxious and overwhelmed, I love Adaptive. I love Magnolia if I'm in bed, and Magnolia is in Adaptive. And sometimes Beautiful is one that I'll reach for as well, if I'm just wanting a little bit of an uplifting, more positive outlook kind of feel. So I want to share with you guys, and we're going to do it. And I believe we did this in a class a few months ago, or no, it would have been like probably a year ago. I can't remember last time I taught a Zoom class, actually. But this is a 4-part, I said mediation, supposed to say meditation, that I utilize when I'm feeling big feelings. And I want to just ground into myself, like just ground in. Or I'll utilize this when I'm going into a show, because when I'm playing music, I want to be really open, and I want to be grounded and open and feel very free. So this has been so helpful for me to just get back into my own body and get back into my own energy. So we're going to try this. I'm guessing the people on this Zoom have an oil around that you want to utilize, because I know you guys are good oilers. So grab an oil. I'm going to grab my Beautiful, because that one is just, I'm feeling it today. So I put it on the palm of my hand, and then I smell it, and I put it in the places that I like to put it, which is back of my neck, and behind my ears. Now, go ahead and close your eyes. Sit up straight. And I want you to feel into your root chakra, which would actually be right at the opening of your cervix. That's actually where our root chakra is. And you're going to just focus in on that. And I want you to visualize an incredibly strong rope going right into the center of the earth from your chakra, your root chakra. It's very strong. All the way to the center of the earth. You're grounding into the earth. And you can actually pull on that and it's not going to move. It's so strong and taut. So feel into that. And as you breathe in Gaia, breathe in Earth, Mother Earth. Breathe in that beauty, the allowing. Nature is so amazing. It's just constant allowing. Mother Earth is so good at just letting go of resistance. Really feel into that and feel how much love there is for you within. It's just the reciprocal love that goes right back to you. Now take a deep breath, and I want you to bring your awareness right into your third chakra, right behind the eyes. And deep breaths. The amazing expansiveness that is your mind and your thoughts. We are so much more than this body. Now I want you to imagine you're kind of cocooned in almost like an eggshell. That's how I imagine it. All around your body, so that it digs into the floor a little bit under your feet. And what I say now is, may the thoughts and energy that doesn't belong to me return to the universe. I want you to imagine a cheesecloth. And sometimes when I'm not as focused in on this meditation, I will actually go like this. You can open your eyes for a minute. I actually take my hands in it like a cheesecloth, and I just bring my hands down, and that cheesecloth is just filtering out all that energy that's not mine. And I push it down the rope into the center of the earth. So just watch that energy that doesn't belong to you. It's not bad. It's not good. It just doesn't, it's not yours. It belongs somewhere else. And watch it just down the rope. And now I want you to call back your energy. May that which is mine come back to me. It's mine. I know how to use it. Breathe in your energy. What's it look like? What's it feel like? Is it soft like a feather? Is it rocks at your feet? What's your energy feel like? What color is it? I've always visualized light pink feathers fluttering around, tickling my nose. My confidence.
How long does the
Love, playfulness. Bring it all back.
how long does it take the slow to go? Quite slowly.
And then I think the universe, God, for this intention. May I contain my energy and close this into my little shell. And may I be aware of when others might be pushing their energy into mine, and just keep this energy sacred to me. And that's it. That's the meditation that I like to utilize. And you can do it real fast, friends. It doesn't have to be that long. I was just walking you through it. So try it on your own. And like, if I get to a gig late, I still like to do it. So I'll just sit there and I'm like, and then I bring it in, and that's it. It can be very fast, and it's okay if that's what you have time for. That is completely okay. So I wanted to share that with you because it is such a grounding meditation for me, and maybe it will help you. Okay, so for those of you who are new, maybe you're watching this recording, there are 2 ways to get started with your own wholesale ordering account. So you can start with a $35 wholesale membership, and then you just buy whatever you want a la carte, or you can get a kit, and then that $35 is waived. Kits are a fantastic way to start. There are all kinds of kits, but I want to share with you, I want to let you know first, reach out to the person who invited you to this class, because they're going to be able to help guide you to what's going to be most beneficial to you. You can share with them any things that you think might benefit from essential oils. And then you could say, like, I was really interested in the deodorant. I was really interested in the flea and tick and mosquito blend, right? Whatever. And that person is going to be able to help you. The Healthy Start Kit, this is a great one, because as you can see down here, the oils that are in it, first of all, you get a diffuser. I really like it when starting people off with a diffuser, especially in the summer when you can use it on the deck and the porch. But this has tea tree. So that's a big one for repelling, right? It's got peppermint, also big for repelling. It's got peppermint, lemon, lavender, great for the bites, the itches. Frankincense and lavender, great for soothing the skin after the sun. And that's just summer stuff. Now, also you can see above each oil some of the other benefits. There are hundreds and hundreds of benefits with these oils, my friends. So this is what we call the top 10. These are the top 10 oils most used. And it's a great way to start. And you're not going to have to pay that extra $35 fee. So you're going to have your own ordering account for 1 year. And after a year, you can choose to renew or not. It's not an automatic renewal, only if you go in to place an order. I'm sorry. So Jan, where do you get the black castor oil? That I actually got on Amazon. Don't tell Kate Fiero. But I got it on Amazon. So you could probably get it at a local co-op too. All right, is that it? I'm done. So now I want to bring it in. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna stop the share. And we're going to do a Q&A. We have a few people on here. So are there any questions about oils in general here? Or summer oils or anything like that? I'm going to keep the recording going in case there are any questions that other people will relate to. Or what's a way you're using your oils? That's okay. We don't, if nobody wants to share, that's okay too. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Thanks, people who are watching the recording. Thanks for stopping in. Now we're going to do some giveaways, and that's for the people who are here live.